Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Vanessa and you are watching the Exploring Oracle, or the Exploracle for short. So, it's time to show off another Filipino main deck. So I haven't added to that playlist in a while, so I'm just glad that I got this deck, and I wanted to show it to you right away as soon as I got it. So I will be talking about the Imaginarium Tarot by CJ Francisco. So this is one of the first few Filipino decks that I wanted ever since I started doing tarot. So, but it was at the time, unfortunately, out of print. So I did reach out to CJ on his socials, so the Imaginarium Tarot. I'll be linking those down below, but I didn't really get a response. And then until eventually I did find out that this deck is being sold on Make Playing Cards. But I wanted to get a locally printed copy, so so I messaged him. I didn't hear back until just recently, like 2 weeks ago, and I sent my message in 2021, so it's been a while. It did take a while for me to get a response, but I'm glad that I finally got a locally produced copy of this deck. And I'll be showing you all of the cards, tell you what I like and what I don't like about it. And yeah, so basically how we usually do things on this channel. Okay, so first off, this doesn't come with a guidebook, so even I believe the Make Playing Cards version wouldn't come with a guidebook, and the card stock would likely be very different. So if you're familiar with Make Playing Cards card stock, it is I think a Superior Smooth. I think that's what it's called. This one, I'm not sure where CJ printed it, but it is a lot different. So, okay, so maybe let's already start. Sorry, I'm a little bit disorganized, but let's talk about the cardstock since we don't have a guidebook. So the cardstock here is quite flimsy. So if you'll notice, the deck is actually a thick deck. So let me compare it to a deck that I got from, this is Game Crafter, but I do feel that the card sizes are standard, or it would be a good comparison. But compared to a standard deck of tarot cards, the Imaginarium is a lot thicker. Well, at least the one that is printed here in the Philippines. So again, I don't have experience with the one on Make Playing Cards, so I'm not sure. But just knowing the cardstock in Make Playing Cards, I know it's a lot different than this one. I did want to get a locally produced copy because it was more affordable for me, and two, of course, I wanted to support local. Okay, so the cardstock is a thick but flimsy cardboard cardstock, and I really don't like it, but it is matte. And I think the matte finish really helps with making the colors pop. It doesn't distract. A gloss wouldn't distract from looking at the imagery. And the reason why I wanted this deck really was for the art. I was just so drawn to the art, so it made it to my wish list, or into my list early on into my tarot practice. So yeah, aside from the cardstock, and the print, and yeah, we'll just talk about. Okay, so I know that the first part of this video does seem a little bit ranty, but let's just go through all of the cards and I'll show you why I was so drawn to this. Okay, so I zoomed in real close because I really want you to appreciate the art as well in this deck, because I think CJ really did an amazing job with the art in these cards. The colors and everything, I really love it. So the cards do have a border. They have the number at the top and the name at the bottom. It is vibrantly colored. I mean, the colors really pop. They are bright, they are luscious, they are beautiful. The art is also, I believe it's in watercolor, but yeah, it's just really something that I resonate with. So this is the type of art that I usually go for, or that I'm usually initially attracted to. And that is why it's also a little bit more disappointing for me that the cardstock just isn't... I think it didn't do justice to this deck, you know? Because the art is just beautiful, but handling it feels... I don't know, it just feels a little like it was let down by the cardstock. I don't know if you also noticed that the edges are rough. They are not cut evenly. So yeah, anyway, ranting aside, I just tell you how it is. You know, I don't mean any disrespect to the creator, the CJ. When I say these things, I just am giving you an honest opinion as a consumer, as a lover of tarot, as you know, as like what I usually do on this channel. And this is an indie deck, so it is priced higher than some than the usual tarot deck. So I do have that expectation of better quality, especially when it comes to the cardstock. The Strength card is so beautiful. Love her. Also this Hermit. The Wheel. But I did notice though that you know, there are a lot of talented Filipino card creators, but I did notice that the ones at least I buy here locally, the cardstock is usually a letdown. Oh, I also, the print quality as well on this card, on this deck, is not as good because you see these marks. I think there are also some at the fronts or the faces of the cards. Later on I'll show you. And the only reason why I'm pointing these flaws out is because I am disappointed as well for the creator, because he created such beautiful art. And I think just let down with the production, see? For the production quality. And maybe, maybe the Make Playing Cards version is better. I don't know if I would still purchase that copy because I already have this one and I just don't really get duplicates of decks. So yeah, but maybe the quality, because I'm just really not happy with the cardstock, so maybe the quality of the Make Playing Cards version is better. I will be linking where you can get that deck in the description box. So now I'm looking at all of the backs. And also the link to CJ's socials, so that, and Imaginarium Tarot. The Four of Wands. Anyway, let's just focus on the flip through. The Five of Wands. The Six of Wands. Seven of Wands. Eight of Wands. The Nine. 10 of Wands, Page, Knight, Queen, King. And then the Ace, the Cup suit. So you have the Ace, the 2, 3, 4 of Cups, 5 of Cups. Really cute Six of Cups, 7 of Cups, 8 of Cups, 9 of Cups, then you have the 10, Page, Knight, Queen, and King. Then my favorite suit, the Swords, Ace of Swords, 2 of Swords, 3 of Swords, 4 of Swords, the 5, although this reminds me a lot of the 3 of Swords, 6, I love the 6 of Swords, 7, 8, 9, the 10 of Swords, Page, Knight, Queen, and King. And lastly, our Pentacle suit, Ace, 2, 3 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, the 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, why is it reversed? Then you have the 9, the 10, Page, the Knight, Queen, and King. Okay, so let me show you how this shuffles. So it is a thick deck, so I do have some difficulty getting my hands around it, but it is super flexible. So as you can see, it is not a satisfying experience, a full shuffling experience, and you can see that there's already some bowing. I just got this deck recently and I haven't really used it because from a handling perspective, it's not something that I enjoy doing. I can still use it, I can still riffle it, I can still shuffle it, and overhand is a little better. It doesn't stick or clump, but you also have to be mindful not to squeeze it too hard because it is super flimsy. Like, this is like half the deck and I can still flex it. Yeah, I guess you can really tell that I am not happy with this cardstock and how it handles. I am very, very tempted to trim this, and I think that I would do that. Trim off all of the borders, probably write the names in somewhere unobtrusive on the art, because I love the art. I like having the deck. It's just that I don't like using the deck, if that makes sense. So it's not, I'm still glad that I have it, but it's just like, it feels like it's one of those decks that I have for the sake of collecting, but not really to use. And I don't know, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. And I don't know if it would change if I trim it into a smaller form factor, if it would, because it's smaller, it might give a little bit more stability to the cardstock. Not really sure if it would be enough, because it is really quite bendy. But I think that since I am really just quite drawn to the art, that would help focus on the artwork itself. And I just really have some favorite cards in this deck, like the Strength card. Some of the Moon card is really beautiful as well. The Sun, it's so cute. So yeah, art style, art-wise, I like it. But production could have been better, and I don't know, I feel a little bit let down by the production quality. And I'm not sure, because I'm not sure if CJ will be reprinting this locally actually. Based on his post, he doesn't really know whether he's going to reprint it at all or if the deck has run its course. So I don't know, maybe this would also become out of print in the future. So yeah, it's something that I'm glad I still have. But again, it's not really a deck that I am excited to use because of how it handles. And that's just, I guess that's just the way it is, you know. I have a lot of decks. It doesn't really mean that I love all of them. But this is sitting comfortably in a safe space. It's not something that I am planning to rehome anytime soon. It's just that it's just going to be part of my collection, and not one of my reading decks. So yeah, so we won't have a sample reading because there is no guidebook, but that has been the flip through of the Imaginarium Tarot by CJ Francisco. So tell me, what do you think about this deck? Do you have it? Do you have the Make Playing Cards version? Because if you do, let me know how the card stock is. I am really interested. And if you find this video helpful, don't forget to click on the like button and do consider subscribing to my channel. See you again next time. Bye!